When you're on your path to build your dream life, when you have ambitions, you start to wake up and realize that you can get the things that you want and you can have the life that you desire. You get to a point where you have to become delusional because your inner world, what you think, what you believe about yourself, about possibilities, what you imagine, will be reflected in your outer world. Everything that is around you, it is a reflection of what is within you. Meaning, your reality and your life and everything that is around, it's a consequence. It's an effect. It's not the cause. It's not what causes your reality. Your reality is not the cause of itself. The cause of your reality, the root of your reality, where your reality comes from, where your 3D comes from, it's from within. It's from what you think and what you believe and what you identify with. It's your identity. Your identity creates your reality. What you believe becomes your reality. Knowing that your reality is the effect, and that your mindset and how you think and what you do with your mind is the cause. Being realistic, looking at your 3D world, looking at your world around you and your life around you, your materialistic life, and making it the cause, making it the root. But it's not. Your reality is an effect. It's the result. It's the consequence. So when you are realistic, you are limiting yourself. You are limiting your life. You are limiting where your reality can go because you are looking at the reality. You are looking at the effect, expecting the effect to come something else without changing the cause. But the cause is what changes the effects. You have a cause and you have the effect. You have the action and you have the consequence. You have the thought and you have the manifestation. So being realistic is what keeps us stuck in life. There is a quote that Will Smith said, being realistic is the most traveled road to mediocrity. And I love that because we are taught to be realistic. When we talk, I used to be like this so much. I was so close-minded. I had a friend that was completely delusional. The girl was crazy to me. And I was always like, girl, like that's just not realistic. Like how are you going to do this? How are you going to have that? How are you this and that? And she would get stuff. She would make things happen. And she was absolutely delusional. And she was like, well, I am delusional. So what? I could not see it. Now I see it. Thank God I woke up. Thank God I understand now what I understand now. Being delusional is the door out of the realistic mindset, is the door to changing your reality. We are taught to be realistic and to be by the wall and to listen and to minimize and limit ourselves for many, many reasons, which I'm not even gonna go there. Being realistic, you're not doing anything wrong. This is a norm and this is what we've been doing for ages. But once you understand your mindset and what you believe and what you think is possible, and what you imagine, when you understand the power of your imagination and you start creating from your imagination instead of the reality of your world, instead of the 3D world, instead of what is manifested already in your life, that's when you're able to reach your goals and you're able to do things that you've never done before, and you're able to change who you are. You're able to evolve and grow and change your personality by changing your identity. Your identity creates your reality. Who you are within, who you think you are, who you identify with, your ego, your I is what is going to dictate what you do in life and the things you attract and the thing you perceive and the things that you act on and how you act on those things. Because your brain is wired like this. Your brain is wired to give reason and to say yes, to confirm what you think I is. If you say I am lazy, trust and believe, your brain is going to say, okay, we are lazy, and now it's stopping you from doing the things that you're supposed to do to make your dream come true, to build the life that you want. If you identify as somebody that I am a risk taker and I am ambitious and I go after my dreams and I achieve every single one of my goals and I am a successful person, guess what? Your brain is going to confirm that by giving you energy and by looking at opportunities that will confirm this. You will see things that you've never seen before, because before you weren't that person. So with that being said, by understanding that your world, your outer world, really your reality right now, when you look at your world right now, it's the reflection of the past. It's the effects of a past thought and a past identity. How you think is going to dictate your emotions and your actions and your thoughts, right? Your thoughts is going to dictate your actions. If you change your thoughts, if you think more positively instead of being negative, if you think that you can achieve things instead of saying, well, I'm not ready, I don't know how to do it, nobody's here to show me the way, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, and all those reasons why you are not doing the things because it's just impossible right now. Look at my life, look at my reality. Instead of looking at your reality and taking actions or non-taking actions in this example, because of your current reality, is just going to repeat itself. You're going to have the same reality. You are going to be stuck. However, if you start thinking delusional, you have to push the limits of your mind. You have to push the limits of your beliefs. You have to use your imagination and your thoughts at your advantage for it to serve you, for it to help you move forward, instead of to stop you and pull you back and limit you in your goals and your achievements and in your life in general. Because you are going to think. Thinking is automatic for us. We think continuously in a day. We are wired like this. Knowing that you think all the time, but you also know that you have power over your thoughts. You can decide. It takes energy, it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes wanting it, honestly. You really gotta want it, okay? You gotta want to change your life, you gotta want to change, I don't know, maybe something happens in your life, maybe you got fired, maybe you ain't got no money, maybe you just got divorced, maybe you got sick, maybe it's something extreme. Or you just come to realization of certain things and you on this path and you at this stage in your life that makes you want to change and evolve and grow and expand. Either way, once you're on your growth journey or you after your goals and you want to reach your goals and you want to build that dream life, okay? Like the people that are living the life that you want, they don't have nothing on you but a mindset. They have a different mindset. They have the same body, they have the same capability, the same senses, they have the same, all this is the same. We are all made equal. We are biologically all equally made. However, the thing you do with your mind, because we all have a mind, we all have a thinking process, the thing you do with your mind is what differentiates you from the next person. So once you realize that, okay, I can control my mind, I can control my thoughts, I can wake up in the morning, you know, when you wake up and you come out of the unconscious and you start becoming conscious, and right away you have thoughts coming, right away. You're not even really up yet and your brain is already on 1,000. It's usually here that it's the most effective and that I recommend you practicing. This is how I did it, and this is how I still do it to this day. The first thoughts usually dictate how your day is going to be. If right away you think, I hate my life, I don't even want to get up, I'm tired, I hate my job, and I didn't sleep well, and this and that, and oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills? It's due in 3 days, and I ain't got the money, and all those things, all the worries, all the fears, all the doubts. This is your survival mode. When you are in survival mode, it's extremely difficult to think positively, because your brain is wired to think of the worst case scenario, to prepare for that, to survive the danger. So first, it's very important to regulate your nervous system and get out of your survival mode. This is honestly the base, the root of it all. It's the canvas of the painting of your life. It's your nervous system. Your nervous system dictates how your mindset is going to work and the things that you are going to do, the things that you are going to experience, attract, align with, etc. So the first thing is to calm your nervous system. When you wake up and you have those thoughts, you have to take over. You have to take control. You have to tell yourself, no, I'm not thinking this, I'm not thinking this, and repeat that until you actually get out of those thoughts, get out of the spiral, the negative spiral, the dark tornado that you just got sucked in as soon as you became conscious. You have to take control of your thoughts. Nobody can do this for you though. And I think that's why not everybody does it, because it's not easy. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It requires a lot of energy and a lot of dedication. You have to be disciplined. You have to practice this again and again and again and again and again until you realize after a few weeks, like, oh, I'm not thinking like those thoughts anymore, or I'm not thinking them as much, or they don't have the same effects anymore. They don't have as much power. And oh, now I become aware. Because you're not doing it 24/7, when it happens, you realize you're doing it. And then when you realize you're doing it, you're like, stop right there. I do not identify with this. This is not my identity anymore. I'm not this person anymore. I let that person go. I am successful. Everything's work out in my favors. Everything always works out for me in my life. I just have to look back in my life. I'm here. I made it to how many years you are, however old you are. I made it to this age. I overcame this. I achieved that. I survived this. You look at all the things that you achieved, that you overcame, all the obstacles, events, experiences, losses, failures, all those things that you survived. You're here and you're well. You didn't die, otherwise you would not be watching my video. You didn't die, you survived. Things worked out for you, okay? It always works out. So you literally brainwash yourself and be delusional. Even if you ain't got no job and no money in your bank account, I am successful. I am a successful person. I achieve everything that I desire. As a matter of fact, everything that I desire is already mine. That's why I desire it, because it's already mine. I'm just now aligning with it, and it's just happening right now. As I'm thinking this is happening. I am doing it. You brainwash yourself. You take control of your brain. You take control of your thoughts and be delusional. Do not base your thoughts on your reality. Do not base your actions on your reality. If you are not delusional, if you don't believe that you can do the things and that you can achieve the things that you want to achieve despite your circumstances and despite your current situation and your current reality and despite what the world think and say, nobody else is going to believe. No one. And even if they did, it really starts within you. It starts with you. It starts with your thoughts. It starts with your belief. So for this part of the video, which is really getting out of the realistic mindset and taking that door that is like, be delusional at the top of the door. Yeah, open that door. To open that door and to keep it open. Every time you have the negative thinking and the limitation, the limiting beliefs really, that belong to the old person, the identity that you are shedding, that you are working yourself out of, well, every single time you have that negative thinking, that limiting belief that comes up, you stop yourself. You have to become aware. Once again, it takes a lot of energy. It's very simple. It's not easy because it takes a lot of energy because you have to be aware. And becoming aware is a lot of energy. But once you're aware and you notice those negative thoughts that come up, you stop them, stop that cycle, and you tell yourself, if I was this person, my higher self, that girl that is living that dream life of mine that I'm going after, that I'm creating every single day, what would I do? If it was possible, if my dream job was possible, if my dream car, my dream house, my dream relationship, my dream whatever What would I do? And start acting like it, even if your reality is not it. If it was possible for me to be a Victoria's Secret model, I'm gonna say whatever. What would I do? Well, I would take care of my skin. I would take care of my appearances. I would do research on how to become her, how to have this job. I would apply. I would create a photo book. I would do shoots. I would do all the things that those girls that are Victoria's Secret model done. I would study those girls if it was possible. Ask yourself, if it was possible, whenever you have those negative thoughts, if it is possible for me to be a millionaire, what would I be doing? If I am a millionaire right now, what am I doing? What am I doing? Am I just staying in bed until 1 p.m. and I scroll on my phone until 1 a.m. and I don't check the stock market and I don't learn anything about finances and I don't save money and I'm not aware of my expenses and I'm not budgeting things in my life? No. Millionaires do all those things. What do millionaires do? What a millionaire does. A millionaire changes minds. A millionaire has a different mind. Study. You start studying, and just like this, you will start taking actions towards your goal. So action 1, rewire your thoughts. And whenever you have a limiting belief that comes up, you stop yourself and you ask yourself instead, if that was possible, what would I be doing? What would I do right now? And you take the action. What is delusion? What is being delusional? Delusion is the conviction before results exist. Example, act like that person before you become it. Act like it, speak like it, drink like it, sleep like it, talk like it, dress like it. Act, become. You have to become, and it's by acting that you are becoming, that you are embodying. There is many artists and actors and athletes that will speak and predict being delusion. Conor McGregor that used to always predict his wins and always go in and do the interviews and say, oh, I'm winning this fight. I already won, I'm the champion. And everybody would laugh and judge and think, yeah, he's crazy and delusional, until he proved them wrong, until the reality proved him right. His reality became what he was speaking and what he was embodying, and the delusion that he was believing in, the delusion that he was being. So for this part, what is good to do is to describe your delusional self. What is your delusional identity? What is that person that you are becoming, that you are aiming for, that you know you will be? Okay, like there's no question. I don't care what is my bank account saying. I don't care what my neighborhood is saying. I don't care what my parents, what my job, what nobody says in my current life. I am that person. That identity is who I am. Describe it, write it down. Who are you when you've already made it? Who are you when you already booked that gig or became that movie star or became that successful content creator? Whatever it is that you are going after, who are you once you've made it? Write it down in details, as much details. Use your imagination here and go all in, and no limits here. Your imagination is literally made for this, for you to go in with no limitation. Imagine all the characteristics and all the traits, identity traits, and the things that she does or he does on a daily basis, the little things that make her her. Once you wrote it down, start making decisions from that person, from that identity, every single day. And of course, it's going to take time to think automatically like that person. It's really the journey that takes you there to become that person. And once you become that person, honestly, it's just going to be another version yourself that you are going to want. We don't think that. We think, no, once I'm a millionaire and I have my house and my husband and my kids, I'm chilling, like I will be happy and that's it. But no, it will be other desires that come. This is literally the definition of human lives. So for now, write down your delusional identity. Write it down in detail and practice thinking like her and taking actions and making choices from her perspective, from her beliefs, from her identity. Some days you won't. Some days you won't feel like it. You will be tired. You will be annoyed. You will be negative. You will have your hormones. You will have all type of things in your life that are going to come up, and you're going to be like, F this, I'm not doing this, I'm tired of it. You have to overcome all those things that come in the way to really become her. Those are like the doors out of that old identity to your new identity that you have to push through, and you have to open, and you have to step through. Don't be hard on yourself. It will take time. This is how you become consistent and disciplined too. And those are probably the characteristic of that person that you are trying to do, that person that you wrote down, that multimillionaire, successful person, that whatever the goal is, most likely she's disciplined and she is consistent, or he. All those things that you are doing are a part of the process of becoming that person, of embodying. Why I suggest you write down your delusional identity. When I say delusion, I just want to laugh. Like, it just sounds like my videos for crazy people, but it's really not. Why do I ask you to write down your identity traits? It's because your identity creates your reality, and it really, really, really does. What is your identity? Your identity is your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs. It's literally what you believe, how you feel, and what you think all day long. You don't become successful and then you believe. You have to believe first. This is a mindset thing. This is your identity here. You have to believe that you can achieve those things and you can be successful, and then you become successful. You really don't get what you want. And I think Bob Proctor said that you don't get what you want in life, you get what you are. If you are doubtful, if you are jealous, envious, fearful, scared, you don't believe in yourself, you are not confident, you constantly criticize yourself, you constantly think negatively, all those things is going to attract the same things. The more problems you think about, the more problems you are going to attract, the more problems you are going to experience in your life. The more positive and abundant and joyful and confident and full of love and abundance you think, and the more you will attract those things, because it is on the same frequency. You have to tap into the original frequency that is the one of your dream life. You can't stay on the frequency of I'm miserable, I hate my life, but yet think you are going to get a better life. It's just not possible. That's just not how it works. So once you understand that your identity creates your reality, well, every single one actions that you take from now on, you ask yourself, what would the version of me who already made it do? What would she do? That person, that goal that I'm aiming for, her, that person that is living that goal, that is living that life. What would she do? What would he do? And then act from here. That is the identity of the reality that you want to create. So embody that identity by making the decisions as if you were that person already, as if you were already millionaire, as if you were already living with your dream husband or doing that amazing career that you dream of. Embody the identity to change your reality and create the reality that you want. If you notice in the video, every single part that I'm talking about, I always say identify as the person, embody the person before you take actions. The main thing is taking actions. Without actions, you delusional is escapism. It's you running away from your life. If you want to be successful and achieve your goals and create your dream life, you have to take actions every single day, all the time. You have to take actions. You can't just think your way to your dream life, and you can't just tell yourself affirmations all day long and then your reality comes. No, you have to take aligned actions, but you have to act. You have to take actions. You have to put into work. You have to do things. So here, what is good to do is challenge yourself. I don't want to say daily, because honestly daily can be difficult, especially at the beginning, but at least weekly. Give yourself each week one uncomfortable action to take towards your goal. One uncomfortable action or action that you are not doing as you now, but that your future self would be doing. If you have already made it, that person that already made it, that what would she do? Do that once a week. Do one thing uncomfortable every week. And then start by doing twice a week, and then 3 times a week, and then every day you do something that is not really you, but that you know is a part of the lifestyle and the actions that will take you there. I hope this video helps. I totally forgot to introduce myself. I'm like so passionate about this. So if you're new here, I'm Aziza, and if you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I help you embrace your growth journey and go after your dream life and create your dream reality. Create your dream life. Like, we are not here to be miserable, and if you agree with me and you believe that, and you are ambitious and you want a better life, it doesn't matter what the ambition is. It doesn't have to be success and money. Whatever it is that you do not have in your life that you want, well, I'll help through many videos and actionable tips for you to reach those goals. So if you relate, would like more of this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really hope this helped. Be delusional. I will leave you with one last sentence. Be delusional enough to believe it's yours, and be disciplined enough to prove it. Again, I hope this video helps. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.